So, okay, here's my tough question. All right, one tough question for the segment. I take a look at this and I see all the great things that it can do, but isn't this just sort of CS on a stick?
No, it is not. It's based on an ARM architecture, which is similar to most Android devices in the market, right? Smartphones and tablets. Camera, we can deliver high definition video, 30 frames per second, up to 180p, right? So no, it's not a CS on a stick.
Great. Thank you so much, Roberto. I appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
I want to go through and just show you very quickly the standard set of applications that come out of the box with the DX650. So let's go into the phone dialer application. Yes. This is speech view. So this is part of Cisco Unity Connections. Then we take a look at email. We support POP3, IMAP, as well as Exchange Server Active Sync. Because this is Android, we have the ability to take advantage of customized widgets. Here it is.
How about that?
We'll take a look at contacts. We have set up here a group of our favorites. This can be a pull from corporate as well as your own personal directory. We have calendar. And the key point here with the calendar is the integration of like WebEx capability. And this is a WebEx meeting that's already going on. So we're viewing shared content. We can see the participants. And then, of course, we have browsing capability comes integrated with the 650 as well. AnyConnect Release 3 comes standard with the DX650. And that's your tour.
Well, so David, I've been looking forward to this because I got to admit, I still have some questions. We've had you on the show before. I always enjoy because you're never afraid to bring in a lot of toys, and you've done so again. Obviously, this is the DX650, correct?
Correct.
Get my numbers correct. I have a video phone that Cisco has provided for me as a home worker. I feel pretty fortunate to have had that. I like it. It's the 9971. I think it's our premier video phone. So I am a little bit of a loss because this doesn't look dramatically different here at a glance. Why would I want this versus that?
Okay, good question. So there are two primary reasons about how the DX650 is differentiated from our other video phones. The first is that it's high definition. It's packed full of features that we will go through. So there are a ton of features that this has.
So just two reasons it's different. One is a singular thing, HD. The second one is actually a category of things.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Exactly.
Sounds like you've got more there. Okay.
So let's talk about what's new.
Okay.
These favorites here are brand new. So basically, we have the ability to take a contact list, the contacts. I can have contacts coming in from my corporate directory, from my instant message client, from Outlook, and from Exchange. So all of those are rendered here. So we've integrated and merged the contacts into the phone app so I can simply click to call. And in addition, we can use our favorites, which are a subset of our master contact list. I can call Nathan Shaw just by clicking on him, or I can drag and drop him into this call window, I can do voice activation.
It doesn't work here.
Nathan Shaw. So full HD interop is what we're seeing here. He can see us in high definition. We can see him in high definition. So I'm going to go into my contacts. Here is all my contacts from either Outlook or Jabber, and I'll go ahead and call Nathan. Or we're already in a call with Nathan, but I can call him, I can instant message him, I can look at his contact information. And what I want to show you is how I can manipulate the favorites list. So I can simply just, by clicking this little star, I can add these people to my contact list. So we'll go back to the phone app, and you can see that all these people have, just with one click, been added as speed dials that are presence aware. So you can also bring in other familiar apps like WebEx. So here we're in a WebEx conference. We support multi-touch.
And you're pinching and all that.
Yep. Here's my calendar. I've got a status. I can click to launch into a meeting with WebEx. I can also customize. Here are my favorites. So without even being in the phone app, I can see all my buddies, their present status, and click to call them. And we can obviously change the wallpaper and do everything you see here is customizable. Basically, this device here is connected to a DMZ, and we're VPN'd into it. You can see our AnyConnect.
Full-on secure encrypted communication.
Exactly. So we're on VPN, and he's on VPN, just to illustrate that we can do back-to-back. I could be in Alaska, and he is in Massachusetts.
And really,
we can have multi-user support. So I'm going to lock this, and then somebody else could sign in. See where it says sign in as new user?
Also, it's like extended mobility that we've had.
So now we're going to, with Chris in Massachusetts, we're going to conference in Seattle using our conference list. So I'm going to open up my contact list, and we're going to just drag and drop Seattle into this call. And there we have it. I will move the Seattle Space Needle to the side. Yep. So this is a ad hoc call that we just invoke through a drag and drop.
How do we secure these things to keep that from happening? Because I know you guys have thought of that.
Yep. So let's go through.
Okay.
I guess first and foremost, these are signed images from Cisco. So we've done the process of hardening it as much as we can. And you can't just put any old Android onto these devices, right? So as far as like, antivirus, there are lots of antivirus software available on Google Play that you can download to this device. The environment, you don't have to have access to the internet. You can disable access to the internet. That's not a requirement, right? And you can also push apps directly to it in a secure way that we'll talk about. So in terms of encryption, we have the capability to do TLS and SRTP, so basically video encryption.
Okay.
Some of these checkboxes like disable speakerphone we have on some of our other phones as well, but disable USB. So we can lock down all the USB ports. We can disable Bluetooth. We can disable the SD slot on the device. We can disable, let's take a look at some of the things that we can do to lock down the device. Wi-Fi. This device is capable of Wi-Fi, but you can disable it. We can disable the PC port. We can disable common things that you can do with other phones like CDP and LLDP. Requires screen lock. So by default, we have PIN. When it registered to UC Manager for the first time, it says enter PIN or create a PIN. You can also have it do a password, or you can have it user defined. So if you choose to do so, you can have it so that there is no PIN, which is less secure.
Well, yeah, definitely.
We can remotely lock the device. So we can remotely lock this device. We can also remote wipe the device. SSH can be disabled. The Android debug bridge can be disabled. So let's talk about applications. So allow applications from unknown sources. I have it enabled, but we have it disabled by default. Allow applications from Android Market or Google Play. This box is unchecked by default. When you check it, you now can access Google Play.
You open up that store, right? Now, you guys have also partnered with some other folks in here, too, to actually, we talk about securing the device, but extending the security parameters of this, right?
Correct. Are you familiar with these devices? So we have the ability to take the feed from this and put it onto this.
What?
So here is a app, the Video Surveillance Operation Manager. And what we're looking at here is a live feed.
Oh, that's out in San Jose.
Right outside the studio here.
Son of a gun, man. That's really cool.